Hey daydreamers! So today's been a day. I've spent the past couple of hours trying to build the Goth's new home and I hate it. I just really don't like it. So I am trying something else. I'm changing gears and I will go back to that and figure out what I am doing another day. But I cannot. So I've wanted to build a graveyard ever since I found out that we were getting graveyards. And I don't really know what I want to do exactly, and I now have a cat in my arms, so I'm doing this entirely one-handed. Had an idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that was 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I want to do that 3 times. Okay, probably middle height for the upper 2. Yeah, okay. And then I don't really know how I'm supposed to do these side bits because they've got like diagonal bits on them. I might try and use roof pieces. This is not going to be perfect, this is not going to be exact, but it's about the vibes more than anything else. So, in terms of what I'm actually doing, I mean, you know what I'm doing because I titled the video, but you know, there is a church. It's not all that near me, unfortunately, but it's called Cold Christmas because it's on Cold Christmas Lane. I can't tell what's happening here, and holding my cat really is not helping. Anyway, it's like a big deal because it was dubbed the Devil's Church because it was built the wrong way around. So religious buildings are built east to west facing, and this particular church was built on private property and it is north to south facing. So it ended up, it was bigger than this. This is now a ruin because everybody started freaking out about it being the Devil's Church, and apparently a load of people died there, but I don't know whether that's true or not. I did try to look it up, but research on the place isn't exactly abundant. I think I kind of want to line this up with this pathway. I'm just going to get a random pathway for now, just so I can mark out how big it is. Okay, it just needs to come over like so. Now, Cold Christmas Church is abandoned, it's derelict, it is not functional, but because this is The Sims, we are going to have fun with it. We want like a brick, but like a dirty one. So I'm thinking utilizing like Life and Death and Castle Estate for this. Maybe we fade the grime like that. Oh, either my mouse is being weird or I'm lagging again. I've been struggling with lag like all day. Just gonna do this grey one. Okay, and then as for texture, that might blend in the best, maybe. Yeah, so something like that. Maybe not quite that colour. I mean, that'll do. Linking this, but I don't know whether this is a bit tall. It's also a bit castle-y, which makes sense given the pack that it's from, but it's not the vibe. Oh, that might be it, actually. It's just something small. We have a nice big round wooden door, which we do have a few options for, because it's literally just something like this, or is something like this better? I think that might be better, actually. There's a big window at the top. There is something above the door. It's a smaller window. Okay, I can do that. It is like this one, and then we have one like that right at the top. I'm gonna put this top window all the way around, purely because it's on a couple of the sides, but I don't know which ones. So it's going on all of them. I also might do the same for this window. I don't want to do anything particularly fancy. I do need some stairs in here. Okay, so I finally stopped fighting with the stairs. What I ended up having to do was remove the trim completely and just use these manual ones from Jungle Adventure, because what I wanted to do with the stairs just was not working. So what I'm thinking of doing is having, like, this is a funeral home, not really a funeral home, but I can't think of a better term, and then upstairs having like a private residence. I want that funeral display thing, one of these, maybe bump that down a tiny bit like so. I want the picture, might rearrange some things though. Could I even just do something like this? Or we've got the bigger one. I might do the bigger one, it fits the space a bit better. And then maybe we could do some of these along the back wall. Maybe not there because you can't see around a corner. Get like a table or a display or something. Yeah, just put this. We don't need to put anything on it necessarily. It just fits the space. Yeah, I think that's okay. I might come back and put like rugs and like a little bit of decor around, but as for now, that's fine. So what do I want to do with these areas? I've got 3 floors. Probably have a little bathroom on each, and then I guess the wall would have to go here. That could even go into 2 bedrooms. And then a big bedroom up here. Okay, so I'm thinking like a kitchen over in this corner. I don't know about using the new one. I don't know whether it really suits the vibe I'm going for. We also need counters. I don't know what ones to use. Actually, you know, maybe it does suit the vibe. I mean, maybe not the appliances, but I do like this in here. Although that would probably be the sink. Yeah, I just want it kind of dated. Maybe we bump them up a bit so that we can get both end pieces in, like so. I like the idea of that being a false cabinet so it hides the extractor a bit. Well, not necessarily hides it, but holds it. We don't have heaps of space, but a little like 4-seater dining table would be nice. So like that one. I would like to use mostly life and death stuff with like a few supporting pieces where necessary. We could do something like this. So if we want 4 Sims, we need either 2 2s or a 3 and an armchair. Oh, I could probably do my favourite 2-seater, potentially get 2 of these in. Not every seat has to face the TV, so we could do something like this. Ooh, maybe the thin bookcase, this one. I don't think I can get 2 in, no, but I can definitely get 1, and I want a rug. I kind of like that blue one. Now I just need to get a little bit more blue through in other things. I do need a coffee table. That's probably a bit big, but this one that I used to death. There is something missing from that corner, this one. So could we just get in some kind of music player? I do kind of want an older one, but I have a feeling that's just gonna cause issues. Trying to find something to put it on. Really, it doesn't go on there. I do kind of like that though, so we could just get a different one that does go on there, even if it is slightly newer. You know what that will do? I am not fighting it. So then coming upstairs to the bedrooms, I'm thinking we just get 3 different ones of this bed. I did like that green one though, so maybe we do these 2, and then we have that sort of beigey moment that we've got going through the rest of the place, so maybe we do that one up here. I don't know if I'm going to use this rug, but I'm going to nab it to put it under the beds anyway. That green one goes. Do we have a... I mean, that's not great, really, is it? That one might be better. I might change it, I might not. And then we could get something like this, because we do have the blue thing going on. Yes, that one's definitely better for that space. Do we have one that suits the green? No, not really. That's fine, that can keep that one. Yeah, they're slightly different sizes, but oh well. Let me get the bedside tables in, and then I can decide the orientations of the rooms and stuff. Probably these ones is fine. Oh, or we've got this one. Yeah, I prefer that one. That in here. Do you have a better colour? Yeah, that's not bad actually. Do I have a cats and dogs dresser that I overlooked? There's this one. Yeah, let's do this one. Yeah, even just keeping them the same like that, I'm fine with. Maybe I do make it that, because at least we got like some of the same wood tones going on. I might get 2 of these and then a mirror. I'm kind of feeling this one, and that fits perfectly. Then I do want a wall mirror for the other rooms because I don't think it's going to fit a standing mirror. Actually, we could do the jungle adventure mirror. Yeah, that just about fits with door clearance. Actually, they're fine in here. I don't like them, but they suit the vibe. I think I am going to put a few other bits around, but I'll do that off of camera. Perhaps 2 rocking chairs in here. I might get a smaller TV up here. Maybe even a small sort of side table like that. And a circular? Okay, a circular rug. That one's quite nice just as is. Oh, we've got that one. I think I'm going to do this one. And then as always, I'm going to get a tray to put on that little table. Yeah, and I'm probably going to do that one. In terms of things I'm going to do on camera, I think this is pretty much it. I do want to get a few more cluttery bits around. Also, I'm going to do all the graveyard and everything as like a spill bead format. Because I don't want to cut it all out completely. But I'm not very good with landscaping and talking, and I don't want it to be really, really boring and like skipping out loads. So that's the little build, and we will get into the rest of it. Well, now for you. So this is where we got to in terms of landscaping and everything. I did want to come in from the other entrance, but it wouldn't focus on the church, so I didn't. But if we come in this way, we have this sign that I'm using as a graveyard sign, just another access point this way. And if we go in here, we have, my favourite part of like old graveyards is that they just randomly have like a wall of tombstones. So I have done that on both sides. And then on some eco burial grounds, or on some burial grounds, you have the option to be like your ashes cremated and put into a tree pod, and then you grow into a tree. But they could also be just like a normal tree that was planted in memory of somebody. So I got some of those, and then I had this nice seating area here with the fountain. And then we get into the grave plots. So we've got 12 normal ones and then 8 fancy ones. And then we also have two crypts that I put back to back, and you can get access from both sides. So that's like the main body of the graveyard. Then if we come out this way, there's just this nice pond tree area that I really wanted to put in here, with benches all the way down so you could sit and relax and just look at nature. Then we have another fountain moment. This one's raised with some benches. And then in here, I thought it would be really cute to do like a little pet cemetery. I thought it would be nice to have, for them each to have a toy. It's just a small one, and then there are more toy boxes if they get cleaned up or anything. Coming through, let's go this way. Here is just, my tree disappeared. There is a tree there, but this is a nice little funeral area where you can come and have your ceremony outside if you want to, because there isn't a lot of space in the main body of the church. And then let's come this way. And then in here, I thought it would be nice to have a little memorial garden. So we just have some of the romantic garden stuff and some benches and the wishing well that came with that. I know we've got a new one, but it didn't really suit the vibe. And then here, in all its disheveled glory, is Cold Christmas Church, or what's left of it. So if we come inside, we have nothing particularly special. We just have a bathroom in here, a little mourning area, and that's basically it. And then there's a little door at the back that just leads around. And then in here we have spiral staircases going up to a main floor. So in here we just have a little bathroom, and then we have a main living area. So we've got kitchen, dining, living room. And then if we keep going up, we have a bathroom and then 2 bedrooms. They're pretty much the same. Yeah. And then if we go up again, I don't know why it's been so fast, I'm not even holding shift. We have another bathroom the same as downstairs. And then in here, we just have a bigger bedroom that takes up the whole floor. Yeah, so it's my idea that whoever looks after the land can live here. Or at least with gameplay, at least you can take care of all your needs and you're not going to like die if you're doing a challenge on a graveyard or something. I don't know. So that is everything for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you want to see more of my content, I do have a load of stuff. I am working on building the Tower of London right now. I'm not quite sure when that will come out, but I also want to do like major Christmas themed builds or like festive builds as well. So maybe not until the end of December, beginning of January. But if you want to see more from me, I have a history of previous videos, and I also upload a new video every Friday at 8 PM English time. If you're into live streams, I live stream occasional Saturdays and every other Wednesday, so check out my community tab because that's where I post my schedule for the week. I'm hoping to stream on YouTube and Twitch, but I haven't tested that plugin yet, so I don't know if it's going to work. But if not, it would definitely be live streaming on YouTube. My live streams can be kind of chaotic because I have 2 kittens and they love to get in the way, you know, as they should. But I do have my camera turned on for live streams, so you'll be able to see them and their chaos. But with that, I will leave you to the rest of your day. Thank you again for hanging out with me. And as of recording, I have just hit 100 subscribers, so thank you so much. Maybe if you're not subscribed, this would be a good time to check and subscribe if you're interested. But I will leave you to the rest of your day now, and I will see you next time. Bye!